A band of rain and thunderstorms is forecast to affect large parts of Western and Southern Western Australia over the next few days. I'm Angus here at the Bureau of Meteorology. This is a severe weather update. It is Tuesday, the 4th of November. This is the radar imagery from this morning. Let's put it onto a loop and we can see initially, first thing this morning, just patchy showers, but this band has started to fill in a little bit over the course of the last few hours, and we do expect that amplification to continue through the course of the day today, and in particular as we head into tomorrow, as rain becomes a little more extensive and a little bit more widespread. So just modest rainfall totals so far, mostly inland and south of Perth. So what is happening? What is the culprit? Well, it's primarily being driven by this low pressure area off of the west coast, which developed yesterday evening and has intensified through the course of the morning today. But across Tuesday, it is going to stay out over these western waters, not having a direct impact on the country, but it is spinning the spiral of cloud showers and thunderstorm potential across parts of Western Australia. There is also some fairly strong gusty winds which are rotating around this low pressure area too. Thunderstorms could be a key part of the weather for the second half of the day today. So let's look at the thunderstorm map for Tuesday. The colours show where we could see storms, but the yellow in particular shows where we might see severe thunderstorms. And the area where thunderstorms could turn severe is mostly inland and north of Perth. It could be the very far northeast of the Perth metro area, but it's more likely up and over the escarpment into the central wheat belt and southern parts of the Gascoyne. If we do see severe thunderstorms today, the most likely reason is because we will see areas of heavy rainfall that could lead to some localised flash flooding. The weather situation is expected to amplify tomorrow on Wednesday because this low pressure area to the west is likely to move onshore. It's probably crossing the coastline somewhere near Geraldton and making its way onto the country. We could then also see a secondary low pressure circulation develop somewhere to the south of it, and the combination of these two lows here are likely to mean the wet and possibly stormy weather becomes quite extensive across the southern half of the state during Wednesday. Let's check out the storm map for tomorrow, Wednesday's map, and we can see it covers a much larger area. Once again, the areas likely to see severe thunderstorms are a little bit away from the coast. We're looking at the eastern hills of Perth and up into the wheat belt, the Great Southern, into the goldfields and the interior as well. But a pretty broad area may be affected by severe storms, and we could see a few different weather hazards. Once again, we may see heavy rain, which leads to areas of flash flooding, but we could also see the chance of some large hail or some damaging wind gusts in association with these severe thunderstorms. The red area shows where those severe thunderstorms are most likely tomorrow, and that is an area southwest of Kalgoorlie-Boulder down towards Hayden and Norseman. Some of the impacts of these severe storms could well be damage to trees and property coming in either with those damaging winds or those large hailstones. We could see water across roads, potential for road closures and localised areas of flooding, and certainly some impacts for agriculture, both on crops and on harvesting across the southern half of Western Australia. I want to quickly look at Thursday. We won't take too long here because the main story for Thursday is a clearing one, improving weather conditions as the low moves away to the south, away from the country. There'll continue to be showers across the southern coastline, all the way from Eucla across to Albany, but the rest of the state should have a settled, sunny and calmer day once that low departs. And finally, a look at overall rainfall between now and Thursday night. So this is kind of the whole weather event and how much rain it could bring over the next few days. And yes, certainly extensive rain for most areas south of Carnarvon, but you can also notice that the signal is extremely patchy. That tells us that rain is going to be very variable based on exactly how and where those thunderstorms form. So areas that do get those storms overhead, well, we can see some small pockets in here where those rainfall numbers could be pretty big. 30 to 50 millimetres in some areas that see thunderstorms in the next few days is absolutely not out of the question. Maybe slightly more than that if we see severe thunderstorms brewing. But in between those storms, the rainfall totals will be much, much less. Lots of places in the single digits. If you don't see a storm, you might see 1 or 2 millimetres, and some spots will probably see nothing at all, although most of the southern half of the state in line for at least a little bit of rain. So stay up to date with the radar, the warnings, and of course your local forecast, all available on the Bureau's website and app. Thanks for watching.